Hat. Excellent. Top. Excellent. On. Woo. Glasses. Hello. Hello. Bit of a silly one yesterday. So I thought, let's just carry on being silly. This is day 4. Video 4. All the 4s. I've got tea. Here it is. Here it is. There it is. Right. So what is it? Looks very Disney Pixar. Well, then you'd be right. It is Disney Pixar. Now, before you get all on your high horse, I've not seen the dinosaur one, and I've not seen Outside In, Inside Out, whatever it's called. I've not seen them. And so they're not in this collection. This collection goes from 1995 up to 2013. So anything after 2013, I'm not going to be talking about, okay? I'm also not going to be talking about these 3 at the back. I'm not going to be talking about them. Why? Because I've not watched them. So forget them. They weren't here. There you go, empty box. Hey, I've just done my first YouTube unboxing. There you go. It's unboxed. In your face, Chris Perillo. Right. Got to try and remember that number, it's very important. 14 discs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and put these 14 discs in order of my preference. Now this is my personal opinion. I'm not employed by Pixar. I'm not employed by Disney. These views are purely my own. So what we're going to do is we're going to count down from 14 down to 1 in my order of preference in this Disney Pixar collection. Now you might agree, you might not disagree. That's fine. You're all entitled to your opinion. Of course, you're all going to be wrong, but that's fine. Let's go. 14. What shall we pick for number 14? This is totally unprepared. We're going to start at the back. 2013's Monsters University. Okay? They came back, sort of a prequel to Monsters, Inc. Because you see Mikey and Sully back at where they meet. And they don't even like each other. Madness. But that is the genius of Disney and the genius of Pixar that make you believe that these two could be together. But this is unfortunately number 14 in my list. It's not to say it's a bad film, but it's not a great film. So Monsters University is at number 14. We're going to go with Brave. Brave. Can you see that? Now, if you haven't seen Brave, it's a weird one. It's a strange one, but it's a good story. It's sort of mystical. You can't see her on the front here, but the main character is a female character, and that's not why this is at number 13. I don't want any complaints that I'm, some sort of sexist pig. But Brave is at number 13, basically because I think it's just a little bit too serious for Pixar. And I like serious, and I like the fact that they do stuff for kids and stuff for adults and stuff, but most of these films I can put on quite happily for my 2/nearly 3-year-old, and he'd be quite happy to laugh and joke at things. Whoa! But Brave, I just think it's a bit too much, maybe a little bit too scary, and it's just, I don't know, it's just, it's a bit too messagey in your face, Brave, but it's all right. Give it a go if you've not seen it. It's not a bad film again, but it's not the best. And it's number 13 on the list. Cars 2. Again, the only reason it's number 12 is because... Is that 12? Is that right? I've lost count already. Right. Boy, yes, number 12. Cars 2, purely because it's not as good as the first. The first was really good. I really enjoyed the first. And you just sort of lose all the magic in the second one. Some good characters, some good people doing the voices. Eddie Izzard, Michael Caine, to name but 2. Obviously, Owen Wilson returns as Lightning McQueen, and Mate is in there. But it's just not got the magic of the first one for me. So that's why Cars 2 is at number 12. Bug's Life. It's the second film that Disney Pixar brought out in 1998, if the disc is to be believed. And I just didn't know. Number 11. Didn't make the top 10. They released Toy Story, which was massive, obviously. And then the follow-up to Toy Story was this. It was about some ants and a grasshopper. Which, don't get me wrong, if you're going to have a grasshopper played by Kevin Spacey, I'm in every day of the week. But I'm sorry, number 11. Toy Story 2. Yep, because they could never live up to Toy Story 1. It could never live up to Toy Story 1. Again, good film. Toy Story 2, great film. Again, a bit of that magic was lost. And again, it brought in some new characters. But I'm always weary about new characters, how they're going to work. And Jessie and Bullseye were good, but I missed the magic of the first one. And Toy Story 2, I think, loses a bit of that magic. It's a great film, great story, great animation. The voices are great, and you know, you've got Tom Hanks in there, you've got Tim Allen in there. It's the Toy Story magic, but for me, it's just not as good as the first. The 10 was Toy Story 2. Monsters Inc. at number 9. Like I said, a lot better than Monsters University. Good film. One thing I really love about this film is when they first go through the doors and you see all the maze of doors, that animation, that idea is just brilliant. And I think the people at Pixar are just absolutely geniuses, because it's a great story, and I especially like the bit when Sully and Mikey get trapped out in the ice and they meet the snowman. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This is at number 9. It's only 14 to 9 and I've lost it. So this was at number 9. Monsters Inc. Very good. Number 9. Ratatouille, number 8. Again, a great looking film and a great premise, to have this rat inside this guy's hat and he's manoeuvring him, so he's doing the cooking. And it's a great idea and it's a great little story. And I love all these films. And the fact this is a number 8 doesn't mean it's a bad film. It's not a bad film. It's just not my favourite. But that's Ratatouille at number 8. The First Cars, number 7. And reason it's number 7, reason it's not in the top 5 or the top 4. It's not the best story. It's a great looking film, and I love the fact that everything is cars. I love the fact that even near the end of the film, when they see these little bugs, they're actually tiny little VW Beetle bugs, and they're awesome. Okay, number 7, cars. Okay, Finding Nemo at number 6. I haven't seen Finding Dory. That's why it's not on this list. Don't. But I found Dory, and she's there. This is a great film. I really love that Ellen DeGeneres did Dory. She was superb. I can't think of anybody else that would have done it better. A great film, great animation. I love the sharks. Bruce the Shark is my favourite. Finding Nemo is at number 6. Toy Story Part 3. They found it. They found the magic again. They found it that they lost a little bit in Toy Story 2. They brought it back, and Toy Story 3 is brilliant. And some great new characters, especially this guy, who's just nasty, but you just want to have one. I just want to have... I've never wanted anything pink in my life, but I want this big pink teddy bear. So, at number 5 is Toy Story 3. Toy Story. Ah! You thought Toy Story was going to be number 1. Well, it's not. It's at number 4. Number 4. Great film. Love it. Buzz and Woody meet each other. I mean, that interaction is brilliant. The fight they have, the double act is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, and I love the film. I'm sorry, I'm just waving a pig's bum in your face. But this is number 4 in the countdown. Number 4, Toy Story 1. Great film, great premise, great acting, great styles. You see how much the animation has moved on, obviously, from this, but you cannot fault this film. It's a great film, but unfortunately, it's only at number 4. Wally, even though that's Eva. So number 3 is Wally. Brilliant film. And the thing that I love about this film most of all is how much of the beginning, how much of the film, you understand everything that's going on and nobody has to say anything. The character of Wally is genius. It's brilliant. It's inspiring. It's it's emotional, and it's a robot. It's a box that crushes things up and it breaks your heart. But this film, for me, is worthy of a top 3 position. And it was touch and go whether it was going to be number 1. But number 3, Wally, brilliant. The Incredibles just misses out on the top spot, but The Incredibles has to be one of my all-time favourite Pixar films. It's just perfect. It's got superheroes, so that's perfect, but it's got The Incredibles. These are new superheroes, and who thought that somebody could take over Batman and Spider-Man and Iron Man and all these great things? The Incredibles is awesome, and the whole family is awesome. But you know who the best person is on The Incredibles? Edna Mole, of course. She makes this film. It's a great film. Even the baddie is great. It's just an amazing film. But this made it only to number 2. Number 2 is The Incredibles. Why? Because it's incredible. Well, at number 1 on Steve's list is Up. Now, I defy anybody. Watch this film. Watch the first 5-10 minutes of this film. If you're not in tears, you have no soul. This film is brilliant. This film will pull your heart out of your chest, throw it on the floor, stamp on it, and then it will pick it back up, shove it back in, and it will just pull you up, down, side to side. It's brilliant. It's funny. The animation is brilliant. The voice characterization is brilliant. This little dude is just hilarious when he's trying to put the tent together. It's brilliant. But that is my number 1 pick. It is Up. It's the number 1 pick in my Pixar collection. So I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't really know what to do today, and then I thought on the train home, I know, I'll do this. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, say thank you. If you have, subscribe. My number 1 pick in this collection of 14, and my number 1 is Up. There you go. Thanks for watching. I'm now going to have to edit this to toffee. See ya.